It's 105.9 The Mount Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff show. Jeff, listen, if you get a message, and by the way, this is to all of our listeners, friends, maybe tell your mom, maybe your grandmom. If Kevin Costner sends you a DM on the book face and he says, hey, sweetie.
Yeah.
Let's get together, cutie. Knowing
is that how Kevin Costner talks?
Well,
sweetie and cutie.
Look at who he got.
Who did he get? Yeah.
That's just, you know what I mean? That would be, she's the kind that would be, okay. And I'm just going to say, let's just say, elder librarian, last time she had relations was during the Quayle vice presidency.
Okay, right. So last time she was doing it, Dan Quayle was on TV.
Last time she was doing it, Dan Quayle was on TV.
Before cable.
Working real hard to get that nomination.
All right.
Okay. So this woman was hit up on Facebook by Kevin Costner.
I see these on Dr. Phil happen all the time.
I know.
You know, sometimes I get caught in a wild world of Dr. Phil on OWN.
Oh, on Oprah Winfrey. But is he making new episodes, by the way?
Yeah, he's I think it's the last season or something like that. So time to walk away. But yeah, and you see him get caught up, and sometimes you feel bad, and other times you go, come on, a lot of this is just common sense. I don't care how lonely you are. What in the world, when you get up in the morning, makes you believe that Kevin Costner is ready to lay it down with you, sweetie?
Well, apparently she thought Kevin Costner was ready to lay the dirty down because, look, she says, I have a lot of money, so I don't need, I didn't need his money.
Yeah.
And, of course, the email started out by saying, listen, I'm rich, you know, as long as you have a stable job. Do you have a stable job? Yes. Do you have money? Yes. So that I don't have to take care of you? Yes. Okay, baby, here's what I need.
Right.
All right. I need $1,000. I'm Kevin Costner, okay? I just signed a $20 million deal to continue Yellowstone, but what I need from you is $1,000 to show me that you're in this relationship for the long term.
Well, he's actually leaving Yellowstone. Do you know that?
Oh, is he leaving?
Yeah, he's splitting Yellowstone.
Well, then maybe it is him.
Yeah.
Because now I'm sitting here thinking that, you know, this poor woman lost thousands. Maybe Kevin's fallen on some tough financial times.
I think Kevin's okay. Yeah.
I mean, listen, I feel bad. I hate it. But I guess if you were to describe this woman, Jeff, how would you describe her? Obviously, her Facebook photo is that of her in front of a library periodicals section. How would you describe that? Because radio is about painting a picture. So let's just say, picture 75-year-old librarian trying to get sexy.
No, I want you to think of the show Roseanne.
Okay.
And I want you to mix. I want you to mix three people together. Okay.
All right.
And all three of these people equal this woman.
Okay.
Roseanne, her sister Jackie, and Darlene, all wrapped into one. Just put them in a mixing bowl. All right. And then,
so you take Darlene, and Jackie.
Right. And then you mold the face, and that's what you get with this woman. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? And she's the hostess at the Lanford Lunchbox.
I'd tell you what, that looks like Racky Lean.
Right, that's right.
Racky Lean,
right?
That's it. Yeah.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One loves Frasier, and the other's still into wrestling. Who's who? Find out more interesting tidbits about them every morning, right here.
Have you thought about Elton John taking a pee lately? It's 105.9 The Mountain. Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. That's why we're here. If you haven't thought about an Elton Pee, we're here to help you.
Yeah, you know, Elton, he's
a legendary entertainer, beloved man, ornery. Well, he's getting there, man. He's getting to the point where he's now just peeing wherever. He's pulling his pilly willy, getting all silly.
At what age do you reach that you could care less where you fart, where you pee? Is there an age that you reach where it's just like, whatever, don't care what you say, what you think?
You know, I think there's a little fart in public's one thing, a burp, whatever. But I think if you're pulling stick, in public, in a store, then you have reached the pantheon of an octogenarian. Or close. Is he 80, by the way?
He's 77. He's 77.
All right. He's close.
And he's still, he's married up with his partner, Dave.
Is Dave younger? I bet you Dave's young and good looking.
Yeah. Dave's 61. Dave Furnish.
Davey Furnish?
Yeah, him and Davey Furnish. So yeah, 61. So,
So it's interesting because today is also National Nudist Appreciation Day. I don't know if we'll have time to get to it. We might get into it at the 9 o'clock hour. But, what makes Elton think he could just whip it out in the store?
I hear you.
And not only did he whip it out in the store, there was a bathroom available. There was a bathroom open. And, Jeff, he put said stick on top of the bottle. I have audio here.
Okay, let's get to the audio.
I have exclusive Elton Pee audio.
Let's get to the audio.
I love, again, tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park on the line, 828-240-1059. We have a question up on the 1059 The Mountain Facebook. You could share that not only for entries, but you could give us a call here, weigh in on Elton Pee. Listener court's coming up at 8 o'clock, but Elton Pee, here we go.
Elton John has been accused of a surprising incident involving public urination in a bottle inside a store, leaving the shop owner shocked. The allegation has sparked widespread attention, given John's status as an international music icon. According to reports, the incident occurred when Elton John was inside a store and felt an urgent need to relieve himself. Instead of seeking a restroom, he allegedly opted to use a bottle in a corner of the establishment.
Okay, now before we go any further,
why not use the loo, Elton?
Well,
what's the problem?
Well, here's the thing: wasn't he very fancy, rhinestone kind of guy?
Well, I
you know what I mean?
What's he got? Think he's got a Prince Albert? You think
he's got a Princey? Oh, he's got a Princey. He's got a Princey.
You think it's bedazzled?
I think it's all bedazzled. I think it's
got the Prince Albert.
All right, back to Elton Pee before we get there.
The shop owner who witnessed the act was reportedly left stunned and shocked by John's behavior. The shop owner recounted the incident, describing their disbelief at seeing such a famous figure resorting to such actions in public. The owner emphasized that there were other options available, such as requesting to use the store's restroom facilities. Elton John has not yet commented on the allegations.
Yeah. Okay,
so he doesn't care.
Elton hasn't commented. I don't think he will. I don't think he gives a hoot.
No,
I think he says, "Look at my Elton."
Yeah. I think. And first off, if honestly, if you are the owner,
calling about Elton Pee,
you're not taking a peek. Come on.
Oh, an Elton Pee? I'm taking an Elton Pee. I'm with you. Yeah.
Elton wrote a song about that.
What was that?
He wrote a song about that. It's called Little Benny and the Jet Stream.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to say Yellow Brick Road. Maybe that's his Yellow Brick Road. You know what I mean?
Yeah, could be that too.
Let me ask you, do you think he's got a Prince Albert?
A Prince Albert?
Do you know what that is?
It's a piercing down there.
A piercing down there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even want to know.
Do you think he bedazzles the whole area?
It's hard to know.
It's hard to know.
These are questions we're trying to figure out this morning.
What would you do? You're in a store, right? Yeah. Let's just say you go. I watch the fireworks in Black Mountain. I went to the Tractor Supply.
You're in Tractor
Supply. Elton John's there, and he pulls it out and pees in a bottle. You looking?
Yeah, I'd probably take a picture and try to extort some money from him. He's a billionaire, you know.
You know what? That's exactly right. You'd try to extort from him. Yeah. Do me a favor. Hang on for 1 second. The extortion, that's what I like. Yeah. See that? I appreciate that. Well done. Extort Elton for Elton Pee.
Yeah.
1059 The Mountain, Elton Pee. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah. What do you think here about this, Elton?
I really don't know what to think, but I'm going to say something. As a person who's actually on medication for fluid pills, I get the feeling of, I get the thing about having to go to the bathroom really bad, but my Lord, don't do it in public. Cross your legs if you have to. But at the same time, what if he's got a medical condition?
Well, and
he thinks just because he's famous that he can just do whatever he wants. But, I like Elton John's music, some of them. But at the same time, have some respect.
Yeah, well, there was a bathroom there that was available. He just decided he wanted to go in a bottle.
And not only that, I call it diabetes. Like, I have diabetes. Like, I get you the medical. But she's right. She said he's got if he does, that's fine. But have some decorum.
Yeah, please.
Elton Pee, good morning. Hello.
Hey, how are you? I'd like to comment on that, Elton John. Well, this goes back to where you had somebody pooping in the Pringles can. And you gotta go, man.
Yeah, but there was a bathroom man.
It was an open bathroom, and it was a public store where it was a sneaker store.
Maybe he had to have a key.
Yeah. Well, that's possible. Didn't think that through.
So, question: Elton John, right? Elton John's at the Dollar General. You're there. You see him whip it out, put it in a bottle. You taking a picture? You looking? What are you doing?
Probably go right beside him.
Right beside him. Of course you would. It's
I'm
Elton
with
John.
you.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Listen, you can. He's the voice of the Lion King. Hang on. We appreciate it. Think about it.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't look at who wouldn't take an Elton Pee?
Listen,
we'd be lying if we said that nobody would take what?
No Diddy. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't make a difference. You have to. It's Elton John. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity here with it. Okay,
it is. You're never going to see an Elton Pee again.
Right. No.
You have to look.
Right.
828-240-1059. We've got 3 qualifiers already. Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. What would you do with an Elton Pee?
It's like the Aurora Borealis. Northern Lights.
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now. 240-1059.
The amount of you who want to take a peek at Elton John is unbelievable. All right, it's Rizzo and Jeff, 105.9 The Mount Nashville's Classic Rock. 828-240-1059. We got tickets to Soaky Mountain Water Park. Just for participating, text, calls, things of that nature. Just curious as to what you would do in this situation. 105.9 The Mountain, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, it's Grandma Emma.
Grandma Emma, I was waiting for you.
Yeah, what do you think about this? And now, as you get older, is this a thing, Grandma
Elton.
Emma? I mean, Elton, he whipped it out in a shoe store and just peed in a bottle where there was a perfectly working restroom there that he could have used. Why do you think something like this happened?
Well, first of all, he's a man and he can. Mm-hmm. And second of all, not only would I take a peek, I would take a picture just for my memory book.
Okay, so you put it in the scrap.
So you do you take a peek. Would you do a cell phone picture? Or would you try to Polaroid it?
No. I would probably do a selfie with it.
Selfie with it.
So you're going to get down there.
Get down there and do a selfie with it, pointing at it.
Absolutely. And also, as a 70-year-old woman, and I've lived a long, long time and raised 2 boys and so many grandsons, there's a million times I wished I could pee in a bottle.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. Like, I'm with you that men have that luxury. It's not as easy as people think because you have to line it up right, and then, God forbid, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it fits in the top of a bottle unless it's a milk jug.
And I got to tell you, Grandma, I'm not sure Elton wants you down there, so you might have to take a pic from afar, all right?
Now, so the last thing I want to ask you, somebody suggested, just curious what your thoughts are, that they would take the bottle filled with the Elton Pee, sell it on eBay. Would you consider that? What would that be worth?
No. Yeah, but how can you actually prove it was
DNA?
You have you just said you were going to get on your knees and take a picture next to the Elton.
Yeah. I would take a pic. Well, if I could take a pic with it, sure.
Okay.
I'd sell it on eBay.
So there you go. You take a pic with it, and you get on and you sell it.
Grandma Emma, did you ever think you'd wake up this morning talking about being on your knees next to Elton John?
No.
Okay.
Never thought about it when I was crawling out of bed.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for.
But you know what? That's the beauty of this show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you make me think.
Yeah.
That's good.
Listen, I'm glad I can make you think. Grandma Emma, we love you. Yeah. Thank you so much for your call. You know that you're one of our favorites. Yeah. We got Grandma Emma. So we're making you think today, guys.
Joe called from Black Mountain. His phone dropped, and he said the minute you become Sir, when you are Sir something, you're Sir Elton John.
Knighted.
You're knighted. You can do whatever you like.
You know what?
Can you do?
And it's a shame because obviously living in the mountains, we have cell phone problems. Every one of us experiences it here. But Joe from Black Mountain said that if you are a Sir,
you're a Sir,
that you are exempt from rules, so you can just do a whippy-do.
Yeah. That's all we need. I just need
what
to
you're
find somebody
telling
to
me is
knight me.
I need King Chuck.
Yeah, right.
Sausage fingers.
Yeah.
To put a sword on my shoulder, and that gives me carte blanche to whip it out in any store under any circumstance and just.
You think about this. If you're knighted and you can get away with that, there's Rod Stewart, different folks, right? If you're knighted, I think like Ed Sheeran,
right?
So if you're knighted and you can get away with it, imagine what you could do as the king. Yeah, that's right. You could do whatever the hell you want.
You could take a Charles.
Yeah, that's it.
On the floor.
You can put little decorations on it and just prance around. That's it.
This is just a friendly reminder that your favorite local radio station, 105.9 The Mountain, the Rizzo and Jeff Show and podcast are always going to be free and available to you any place podcasts are found with no extra or hidden fees. We pay enough for them. It's our gift to you. Laughter and great music in the car right here. Asheville's classic rock. Listen anywhere you go. It's time for Listener Court. Kind of like Kramer and Kramer, but not as good. Or educated. Or without real lawyers. Okay, it's just Rizzo and Jeff. And they're kind of upset about something and need your help. Listener Court begins now. Court is in session on 105.9 The Mountain.
All right, so it's Listener Court, and I need your help to prove a point today, okay? So if you agree with me, after you hear what I have to say, 828-240-1059. Coming up Thursday is my 43rd birthday, okay? 7-11, 43 years of a long life, it feels. And on Wednesday, we are having a birthday celebration for me, 1 p.m., Octopus Garden, right here on Patton Avenue, okay? All kinds of good sales if you want to come out. But I don't want to poo-poo this because it's going to be a good time, but I am a staunch believer that the celebration of birthdays should end at 40. Anything after 40, there needs to be no more birthday celebrations, okay? Because after 40 years old, what really is there? The gifts begin to suck. You're fatter. You're grayer, okay? Finances are a pain in the butt. They're even worse. You stress, right? All your friends that you used to talk to back in the day when you really had the good birthday celebrations, none of them even talk to you anymore. You're lucky if you get a Facebook birthday hello. And those, I think, even suck. I don't like those, by the way. I do not comment back to everybody that gives me a happy birthday on Facebook. All right? I think if 40 is the end, it's over. You do not have any big celebrations. There's no big dinners, nothing like that. And what are you going to get? A $20 Visa gift card? I mean, those types of, that's all you're getting anymore. And maybe a hello, maybe a text message from friends of the past. That's really, really it. So if you are with me in the belief that at 40 years old, that should be the final big birthday celebration, right? Then I want to hear from you. I want you on my side in Listener Court this morning. 828-240-1059. 40 is the cutoff for birthday celebrations. I appreciate what's going to happen on Wednesday, but I'm a believer in this. Okay, Rizzo?
So nothing. No, 50, nothing. 60, nothing.
No, it's over.
What if you live to be 100?
You're on the latter side of things after 40.
So what you're saying is if you live to be 100, you don't want a thing. If you live to be 90, you're not even the decade?
I'm not going to make it there. So it doesn't make a difference to me.
So you wouldn't want a big 50?
40 is the birthday cutoff, and that is it, period.
Stupid.
Okay?
Haven't you always wanted to pass judgment on these guys publicly? We get it. Us too. Now's your chance. Time to do your best night court impression. Call Rizzo and Jeff now. It's time for Listener Court. Rizzo and Jeff have a problem they need help with, and you decide the outcome. Sort of like when you were caught speeding on 26, but you know it wasn't your fault. Kind of like that, except one of them is really in the wrong. Okay, it's just Rizzo and Jeff, and they're kind of upset about something and need your help. Listener Court begins now. Court is in session on 105.9 The Mountain.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you are just tuning in or just getting into your car, Jeff is turning 43 on Thursday. We are celebrating his birthday with Mika and all of our friends at Octopus Garden on the 10th. That's Wednesday from 1 to 3. Jeff is of the belief that after the age of 40, you should not celebrate any birthday because his argument was that it goes downhill, that your friends, you don't talk to as much, you don't get as good of gifts, things of that nature. Let me halt, because guess what? To live to 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 is a privilege. It should be celebrated. You should be surrounded by friends. You should be surrounded by family. I get it. We're in a business where we're not as close to our family as, the average person. However, I think that 40, life is just getting started. Haven't you heard 40's the new 30?
No.
50's the new 40, 60's the new 50. You are young. I mean, I know you feel old. I know you need to go and see our friend Jordan at QC Kinetics, but man, just because you got a hobbledy hip doesn't mean that you need to ruin birthdays for everybody in the world. Okay, I think that as you get older, the birthdays should get bigger and more special. I think there are the inevitable ones. 16, that's when you drive. 18, that's a big one. 21, you could go out to drink. 30, that's when you realize life sucks. Okay, 40, that's when you realize life really sucks, but, you got, a little bit going on. You're kind of in mid-career, midlife. It's fine. 50, you know what? You're close to retirement, but your kids are older. You're happy. All right, 60, you're getting ready to retire. You got some jing in the bank. Life is good. 70, good for you. You made it to 70. You're retired. You're living life on a golf course. 80, guess what? You can be Elton John and whip out your thing in the middle of the store. No one's going to say anything. 90, you can pee your pants. And at 100, nobody cares. I think it gets better with age. Every 10 years, a huge celebration. Every 5 years, a mediocre celebration. And every year, you should be bequeathed gifts and hugs and handshakes and kisses and everything else. Not only kisses and handshakes, but you know what? A Facebook message, a post on a wall, and even if you don't respond because you get so many, give it a like, Jeff. Give it a little bit of love. 40 doesn't mean life is over. Your life hasn't, it's not over. Saying that you don't want to celebrate past 40 is saying that your life is over.
Birthday parties should stop at 40. Okay.
You've given no good because the presents suck. Do you want a better present? Is that what it is?
Do. Yep.
828-240-1059. We got Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets. When do you think birthday parties should end? Are you with Jeff? Should they stop at 40? Or are you with me? Should they continue on for the rest of your life?
Haven't you always wanted to pass judgment on these guys publicly? We get it. Us too. Now's your chance. Time to do your best night court impression. Call Rizzo and Jeff now.
Jeff and I are in the middle of a heated debate. It's listener court. And Jeff, basically, your birthday's coming up and you're being a real stinker.
Well, it's not that I'm trying to stink the joint up here, okay? But I'm a true believer that at the age of 40, the birthday celebrations, the big to-dos, really kind of come to an end. I just think after 40, you take a look in the mirror, and, there's not often a ton to celebrate if you think about it. And I appreciate that. I appreciate my birthday is Thursday, 7/11. We're going to celebrate it at Octopus Garden Wednesday here on Patton Avenue. If you want to stop by, 1 p.m., we'll be there. And,
1 to 3.
Yep, we'll be there hanging out, and there's some kind of surprise for me. Some bonanza is going to be happening.
It is silly bonanza.
It's some kind of bonanza. Rizzo informed me earlier that we're going to have a prize wheel for you to spin. I mean, your birthday turns into prize wheels.
Well, and you love wheels.
Right. Well, I love the Wheel of Fortune. Right.
So, listen, I say that each one should get bigger. You got your 16, you got your 18, you got your 21.
Quinceañera.
Right, or your quinceañera, okay, if you check out La Pantera. Now, you might also say the next biggest one's 30. Then that's when you start adulting, realizing life kind of sucks. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 if you're lucky. Yeah, I mean, those are big milestones, man. So I think they should be celebrated. We got so many people on the phones. I just want to get right to them. 828-240-1059. We got those Soaky Mountain Water Park tickets on the line. So many people have qualified this morning, starting with Elton Pee. but that was just the beginning.
Yeah.
So I think Whitney's up first. Whitney, thanks for taking the time to call. Thanks for being patient. Good morning.
So I was just listening to your rant about no birthdays after 40, and it seems to me like you just need people around you giving you bigger, better presents is what it sounds like to me.
Well, okay, let me ask you something. What kind of presents would I get a 43-year-old man?
Right,
anything
exactly.
he wants, I mean, he has. If I want something, I go buy it. I agree with you that there needs to be birthday parties to acknowledge, but, I don't know. What kind of presents? Now you're calling me out for being a bad present giver.
Exactly. Like, whenever you have friends around you that are giving you crap gifts, you got to come with better gifts. I am calling the friends out.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So you're saying, do you have when do you think birthday parties should stop?
Never.
Oh,
Whitney.
Okay.
I agree. Listen, I agree with you. I appreciate the vote. For me, I think you should listen. Every decade should be the big one on the 45, 55. That should be a mini one. And then every year you should kind of have a little get together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the big 50, 60, you should absolutely come with bigger, better gifts.
Yeah, well,
right.
My dad for his 50, he got a Harley.
Okay.
Oh my God, who got him a Harley?
His wife.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, look.
Wow.
And then when you hit 70, the big one's called the Widowmaker. So, all right.
Right.
I mean, listen, he's a grump. Whitney, do me a favor. Hang on. Thank you so much for weighing in. What do you guys think? It is the Rizzo and Jeff Show. We're talking about birthdays. Should you celebrate after 40? We got Tony on the phone. Tony, thanks for holding. What do you think about this, Tony?
I would say it depends on your family.
Okay, when you say depends on your family, you mean what about if you're far away from your family but your friends want to throw you a party at Octopus Garden?
Do it.
Right?
Because that means you have friends that want to celebrate a time in your life, but some people don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And let me ask you something. Don't you think that as you get older, the party should, get a little better, get a little bigger?
Well, 40 is a milestone but I'm getting ready to turn 50 this year.
That's probably the biggest one. I mean, honestly, 50 is the biggest one, right?
Right.
Wouldn't you be pissed if your wife didn't throw, or your family didn't throw you a party?
What are you going to get, socks and a tie?
Well, I'd throw my own, to be honest, if nobody did it.
That's right.
See, that's the other thing you got to worry about.
You know.
Well, because I've beat everybody, all the men in my dad's side of my family. They've all passed away at 45 and 46.
Right.
Wow.
That's my point.
So
What's there to look
50 is a
forward
big
to?
milestone,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Well, listen, Tony.
Things are looking up.
Congratulations. I hope that you think about us for your birthday. Thanks for weighing in this morning, and hang on for just 1 second, okay? All right, we appreciate you. It is the Rizzo and Jeff Show. What do you think? Right now, Jeff, you're getting smoked.
Yeah, I see.
All right, and it's his birthday week, guys. Help him out here, huh? Phil on the phone here. Phil, good morning. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you, buddy?
I'm pretty good, man. Hanging in there.
Do you think that people over 40 should celebrate their birthday?
I think it's make it a holiday.
A holiday?
A holiday. Okay.
Yeah, man.
A holiday.
And make everybody's birthday a holiday all over the world. That's
That's
That's a genius idea there, Phil.
Get a day off work and everything, man. You know, hey.
You want it all, huh, Phil?
Hell yeah, man.
Phil wants it all. Phil says Phil's birthday's a holiday.
Yeah.
Your birthday's a holiday.
That's it.
It is what it is, right, Phil?
Right on. That's it.
That's it. So how old are you, Phil, if you don't mind me asking?
49. I'll be 50 in March.
The big 5-0.
The big 5-0. That's a big one. You want a holiday, right? A party?
Yeah, that and a senior citizen discount.
That's right.
You want that, huh?
Free discount.
Trying to get those early bird specials, huh, Philly boy?
Hell yeah, man.
Heck yeah. All right, do me a favor, Phil. Hang on for just 1 second. That was a great call. The senior citizen discount. Jeff, you didn't even think about that, man.
You know what? Even though I took this big loss in listener record, now that I look back, you're right. I do want the senior citizen.
That's right. Clean sweep, everybody. The Rizzo and Jeff Show will be right back after this. It's 105.9 The Mountain Nationals Classic Rock.
Another ruling and lesson in the books, and still they learned nothing. We'll just have to try again next week. Listener Court, every Tuesday at 8 a.m. on 105.9 The Mountain.
All right, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock station. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Jeff Goldblum's a creep. Jeff Goldblum, I call him the creepy Goldblum. He just can't stop being a creep.
What is, you've always had a little thing stuck in your craw for the Goldblum. Ever since I've known you, I don't understand. I'm not bothered by Goldblum's a guy that just doesn't bother me much.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Okay, I can't stand him.
Okay.
All right, you know why? First off, he is to me the equivalent of Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck sells reverse mortgages. You know what Goldblum does? He does apartments.com.
You can't compare the two.
Yeah, you can.
Selleck and Goldblum?
Yeah, you can.
They're not on the... they're a different wavelength.
Yeah, are they, though?
I don't mind to sell
it. Are they, though? You know what? What if, I bet you if you go to apartments.com, that place where the shootings happening are, so Goldblum, what's he say? He don't care about you. He's not gonna help you out when you need it.
Well, the Selleck, when he was crying about not being able to afford his 60-acre ranch, that was a bit much for me. With the
okay,
Selleck,
so that's what did it for you. Okay, well, if you do not know, Jeff Goldblum is really excited because the Goldblum is going to be, I guess, welcoming into the Jurassic Park universe, Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
But he couldn't just, do an interview and say, I'm happy to have her. She's a talented actress. She's great, yada, yada. He had to be creepy pop-up.
Oh, okay.
He creepy pop-upped. And I don't like creepy pop-up, but I'm going to let you hear what he says. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being overly sensitive.
All right, Goldblum me.
Dr. Johansson, this is Jeff Goldblum. Here's what I want to say to you. This I know. Scarlett will find a way.
Oh, no way!
So much. Don't get eaten unless you want to.
Okay. Okay. Here's the deal.
How was that, actually?
Yeah. What the hell was that? Thank you. It's only 12 seconds.
I take it back.
Okay. Because now he is creepy pop-up.
Don't get eaten unless you want to.
Oh,
yeah.
And
what are you gonna,
right, to Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I'm sure she just...
Colin Jost's wife.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. He's a hunk.
If you
think they're worried about you?
If you said that to my wife, I'd knock you out. Listen to what he says.
Dr. Johansson, this is Jeff Goldblum. Here's what I want to say to you. This I know. Scarlett will find a way.
Oh, no way!
So much. Don't get eaten unless you want to.
Oh, you know where he was heading.
And then he blows a kissy.
Now, let me ask you, was he wearing one of his goofy, dumb spectacles on his face?
So this is what he does, and this is the problem.
Throws on the spectacles.
He goes black glasses.
Uh-huh.
He goes salt and pepper.
Uh-huh.
He goes tight jacket.
Right.
Button down, tight jeans, and loafers.
So
here's the thing.
So he thinks he probably still shops at H&M.
He thinks he's
there.
GQ. You know what he thinks he is? He thinks he's the Dos Equis guy.
Oh,
all right. He thinks he's the most interesting man in the world.
When he literally looks like he just shopped out of a JCPenney 75-pound catalog. Right? Remember those?
Right, yes.
They were like 6,000 pounds.
Yup, the Sears catalog. Come to JCPenney's.
Right.
Bamberg. You know what it looks like? He looks like he went to Bamberger's and Jamesway.
Made a little stop at Ames.
I was just going to to say. Stopped at Ames, bought a rake, and bought some glasses. All right, stop being a creep. All right, stop asking Scarlett Johansson if she wants to, be eaten by a dinosaur and then give kissy faces. You're a weird grandpa.
Yeah, we get it. All right, Sears closed.
Yes.
Stop shopping there.
All right, come on.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. Find us on all socials. 105.9 The Mountain and by searching Rizzo and Jeff Show.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. Jeff, we're talking about this ridiculousness that's going on at the Artisan Apartments in Arden at Biltmore Park. But Grandma Emma, she had an accident over the holiday, Jeff?
Yeah, how'd you break that toe, Grandma Emma?
Well, bathroom trip, middle of the night, eyes closed. So, and my fireplace didn't move a bit.
Really? You walked into the fireplace and everything?
Yeah.
That's
70 years old, middle of the night, yeah.
Hey, listen, man, it happens to the best of us. What do you think about this apartment complex? If you lived there, man, would you be paying rent?
Well, first of all, I live in Haywood County, and there's gunfire all the time because everybody shoots their shotguns.
Well, that
doesn't affect me.
Yeah, but people are bringing their gats, Grandma Emma.
Well, for one thing, everybody in Buncombe County is moving to Haywood County because the rent's cheaper anyhow. So there you go.
Well, you know what, Grandma? It's good to talk to you, and we missed you so much, and thanks for checking in, okay?
Thanks.
Get that toe better. Now, I appreciate it. Now, hello, we have...
we have somebody who lives there now at the Artisan at Biltmore.
Okay, hello, go ahead.
Hi, good morning.
So, obviously, you pay a decent amount of money to live there. Good morning. What's going on?
That's a great question. In the past year, the place has gone completely bananas. We've had 3 shootings since January. It's unreal.
Is it drugs? Are they? I wouldn't think Arden would be a place to have a bunch of drugs. Is that what it is?
I wouldn't say it's drugs. I would say it's more. I don't know how to explain it. Just crappy people.
Really?
Okay.
Because, we've had teenagers try to steal cars out of the parking lot that live there.
Really?
So is it are you scared every time that you go home? Do you watch your back? If you're walking down the trail, they have a trail there, don't they?
Yes, I carry a taser and mace, and I have a 9 that I carry with me just because it doesn't feel safe. It feels uncomfortable.
I'm not laughing, but you should, for the amount of, it's $1,600 for one bedroom. I get there's a pool. You should feel safe. You shouldn't have to carry a 9 and a taser to go home. You know what I mean?
No.
Are they saying anything to you? Are you allowed to, I don't know, are you getting a discount on rent?
What are the emails coming from the community manager? What do they say?
So they don't give us anything because of it. And in fact, the last time we had a shooting, the Father's Day shooting,
yeah,
they sent us an email and they were like, "Oh, we're so sorry for any inconvenience, but it's no threat to you. You guys are fine." And then here we are 3 weeks later with another shooting, and it's and they won't let us cancel our rent.
Oh.
So if we want to move out because we feel unsafe, they're like, "Oh, well, you have to give us 60 days notice, and then you have to pay 2 months on top of."
Whoa, so wait a minute. You got so theoretically, if you wanted to leave today, you'd owe 4 months rent at $2,000 a month if you have a 2-bedroom apartment.
Precisely.
Wow.
Okay, so that's $8,000. So they're not working. Wow. Okay. Do you plan on leaving? I don't know how long you've been there. It was a nice community from what I read. My Aunt Linda's been here for 30 years. She loved it there.
Yeah, that's the whole reason we moved there is because, I work with 4 people that live there, and I was like, oh, I want to live here because I'd go and visit them, and I'm like, this is a great community. And now in the past 8 months, it's gone to heck. So we're leaving in 2 months. We gave them our 60 days notice. We cleared out our savings. We're like, no, we don't want to live here.
Wait, yeah, but you shouldn't have to do that. And you have to pay 2 months to get out?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what? Do me a favor. I don't know if you have kids. Hang on for just 1 second. We want to qualify you for those Silky Mountain Water Park tickets, okay? Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on. Thank you. That's ridiculous. Absolutely. 105.9 The Mountain. Hello.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Good. Is Biltmore Park the facility with, like, the movie theaters and the REI and all the restaurants?
No, that's Biltmore Village. Biltmore Park, this is in Arden.
Yeah, this is the apartment complex. It's called the Artisan.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about the place with the other thing. I was like, why would anyone move there to begin with?
Well,
anyway, sorry about that.
No, hey, listen.
Okay. We love it over there, by the way.
Yeah,
we go to Leo's. We eat at Leo's over there. Yeah,
it's a good spot.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen, hey, listen, I appreciate you weighing in this morning. Thank you very much. Listen, a lot of stuff to talk about here, and a lot of information. Jeff and I are going to kind of go through it real quick with you. I don't know the ins and outs, but the fact that we have a woman who has children who has emptied her savings to leave, I feel like is unfair.
Yeah, well, they said, this is 3 weeks ago. We talked about it on the JNN, the hard-hitting news.
Hard-hitting news.
This just happened. So this was last night around 7:30 p.m. They said a woman had been shot. When police arrived, they found her at the Artisan at Biltmore Park. They found her with a gunshot wound lying on the ground. She was transported to the hospital. They said that she was alive and out of surgery. A time later, they don't know her exact condition. So they found the suspect dead inside the apartment, self-inflicted gunshot wound. I mean, all these kind of... When you go home... Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear quotes like "there was blood all over the front." I guess where he had maybe shot her through the door, maybe opened the door. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear the phrase "there's just a big puddle of blood when I'm going home." Something's going on here. Do we not have some kind of what is happening?
I mean, we spoke to one woman who is currently living there, and this, I guess, woman said they emptied their savings account
to get out.
To get out. So that means, and what she said was, I guess she needs 60 days notice and 2 months rent. So if you think about it, let's just call it $2,000 because whatever. If it's a 2-bedroom apartment, she's got kids, probably a little more. But let's just say $2,000. That's $8,000.
Well,
to get out where people are shooting people.
Father's Day, right? June 16th, there was a man that was killed. Also in April, a juvenile was found shot in the legs at the apartment. I don't know why.
What is happening?
If you want to get out of there, they should be letting you out. That is not safe at all.
I feel with the publicity or something.
Lawyer up.
Yeah, I mean, especially, the woman that we talked to. I mean, I don't know. If there are people who live there, who have lived there, who are familiar with that area. The woman who called, she said, listen, I loved it there. Our friends are there. We have a lot of people we know who live there. There's a pool. I mean, I'm looking at the amenities. I mean, it looks really nice. It is not cheap to live there. It is in Arden. I just don't understand why we are shooting people. And I asked her, is it drugs? She goes, I don't think it's drugs. I think it's kids. But it's like, who's trying to gangbang in Arden? Like, well, where is that the headquarters for being a gangster now?
The Artisan at Biltmore Park is proud to welcome you to their exclusive apartment homes in Arden, North Carolina. Do you like pools of blood? Well, we have those along with a pool as well.
Credit scores of 3 and above. Accepted.
Yeah, that's it.
Come on in.
No credit score? No problem.
Got a gun? Come on in.
We get it. The Rizzo and Jeff Show's new. So time to teach us. Time to sound off. What do we need to know? Call us now. 240-1059. We'll see how this goes. Weekends with Rizzo and Jeff on 1059 The Mountain.
1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. You got the Rizzo and Jeff Show, and you'll hear, out and about throughout today, whether it's on TikTok or, other radio stations, people say, oh, what's a tattoo you regret? Blah. Well, here's the thing, all right? That's easy. But what about this? What if you don't remember getting a tattoo? Yeah. Okay, what if you remember the twerk and how good you did, but you don't remember waking up with a tat, and now you're confused because your twerking led to a tattoo, but you don't know what it is and how you got there.
That's a real Hangover movie right there, where he got the Mike Tyson on his face. Yeah.
That's Mike Tyson fighting a tiger.
Yeah, but how drunk do you really have to be to just not remember at all.
Your twerk?
Just getting a tattoo. I mean, and who tattooed you? Because they're not supposed to when you're that drunk,
I was going to say, isn't there isn't there a law against that? Like, if you're drunk, they can't do that?
I guess. Yeah.
Well, listen. Maybe she wasn't drunk. I mean, listen, she remembers the twerk, Jeff.
Okay, that's the important things, right. I guess, right?
I wanted to give you a moment to think about it. Maybe you've been in a situation where you were twerking. And, listen, here on the Rizzo and Jeff show, we don't discriminate. If you're a twerker, you're a worker.
Yeah, go ahead, fellas. Twerk away.
That's it, twerk away.
Yeah.
However, don't twerk yourself silly, because if you twerk yourself silly, you're going to find, Jeff, that you're going to remember some things and not remember other things. Like this girl who has gone viral because she was hanging out with her boyfriend, her boyfriend's friend, and her. And she started doing some twerking. And then she woke up the next day with a tattoo. Didn't know how it got there. Don't remember getting the tattoo, but she does remember the twerk.
Yeah, look, you can easily twerk yourself silly. You
can twerk yourself silly.
It happens. I don't move as twerk worthy as I used to back in the day. But if the cocktails were rolling nice and smooth, I got news for you. I could show you a little something with my
twerking?
Badonkadonk.
Badonkadonk?
Yeah.
What are you, Missy Elliott over there, misdemeanor?
Yeah.
Well, this is what she had to say. We'll talk about it.
Me, the boyfriend, and the friend, we went to the liquor store to go get a bottle. We go over there, and we're like, all right, let's get these tests done. And he's like, I can do them. So I'm like, give me a shot. I'll take another shot. Was done, over with, didn't feel no tattoo. I didn't remember nothing from that night. The only thing I remember was twerking on that boy and that boy throwing that money and picking it back up.
Okay, so basically what she said was she was hanging out with her boyfriend. She was shaking her rump, okay, and then upon rump shaking, she remembers money being thrown, but then waking up with a tattoo. Of what? Not sure. How'd she get it? Not sure. Where'd she go? Not sure. But she twerked her way into it.
So twerk she remembers.
Twerk she remembers. She remembers the twerk. She also, I think she says, if I'm not mistaken, up until the point...
So I'm like,
take a shot.
Shot.
I'll
take another shot.
Shot.
Was done, over with, didn't feel no tattoo.
No tattoo.
I didn't remember nothing from that night. The only thing I remember was twerking on that boy and that boy throwing that money and picking it back up.
Okay, so she remembers twerking.
Let me tell you
She remembers
something.
that boy throwing that money and picking it back up.
Yeah, I get it, but let me tell you something here, my friend.
You tell me.
Young lady. Just 2 shots and that's it. Something was in that shot. Okay? All right?
Let me ask you.
And it starts with a roof and ends with an E. All right?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe she made a stop in Strawberry Mansion. That is the home of William Cosby. That's where he lives, Strawberry Mansion, Philadelphia. Maybe she went to go see Neverland Ranch before, it burnt down. But whatever happened.
So you're accusing her of running into the cause. Is that what happened?
Well, she is from Philadelphia.
Okay. Oh, she is. Okay, so that makes a little more sense.
So I'm accusing her of, because Strawberry Mansion is parallel with West Philadelphia, so it would be like Weaverville to Asheville. Okay. Maybe, you had a car ride and you made a stop over and said, there's Bill Cosby's house. He's America's dad.
Yeah.
I remember watching him growing up. One thing leads to another. You're twerking. Dollar bills are flying. You wake up with
a tattoo. It reads, "Don't be rude, take a Quaalude."
This is just a friendly reminder that your favorite local radio station, 105.9 The Mountain, the Rizzo and Jeff Show and podcast are always going to be free and available to you any place podcasts are found with no extra or hidden fees. We pay enough for them. It's our gift to you. Laughter and great music in the car.